Hello everybody, I'm back again with Fixing with the Kid. Today I'm working on this beauty right here. It's a Craftsman turbo twin cylinder, 20 horsepower, 42-inch cut, and it has the Briggs & Stratton opposed twin on it. So it's been sitting for about 5 years, and I'm sure the battery's gone and carburetor's gunked up. The deck is in pretty bad shape, as you can see. Someone's run over quite a bit of stuff. So this was given to a second owner who has asked me to get it running. Friend of ours, so don't know anything about it. I'm assuming it ran when it was parked, so we're going to tear into the carburetor. So I think the engine was, I think this is a 1999 model. So let me get the hood off of it. I'll get you in a stand and we'll get started. Alright, so I got the hood off of it. This is a unit that has the fuel tank under the seat, so it has a fuel pump right here. I'm going to get the cover off of it and we'll see what shape the carburetor's in. Alright, I got the choke closed. Put a rag over it. Got the crap blew out of the breather. When a lawnmower's been sitting a long time, one of the main things you want to make sure is the float hadn't become stuck and the crankcase filled up with gas. So I'm going to check the oil. The oil is right in the right place. I didn't expect that it would fill up with gas, the crankcase fill up with fuel, with gas, because this one has the tank under the seat, so it's not gravity fed. For those lawnmowers that are gravity fed, that's one of the worst things. So before I dig into this too much, I'm going to get a jumper pack. I'm going to put a little gas in. I'm going to put some 2-cycle mix in there with a little extra oil since it's been sitting so long. Run some of that oil through there. It's not going to hurt it. At most, it'll foul a spark plug. I'm going to throw a jumper pack on it, put a little gas in it, and see if it'll crank on its own. Been sitting about 5 years. Okay, I got a jumper pack set up. I don't even know what it's going to do. I'll be surprised if it starts, but hey, let's try it. Okay, it won't even turn over. I'm gonna put some take the spark plugs out and spray a little WD-40 in. Okay, I'm gonna pull the spark plugs. A little fouled, but we'll clean them up. The other side's not as fouled. I'm going to spray some WD-40 in there. Hit it again a couple of times and see what happens. Pull these 4 screws out. That fits. I'm going to break a bar, see if I can. Alright, I'm not going to go crazy on this. I'm just going to see. Seems like it's a deck issue. is not engaged. I think it is. I'm going to go underneath here and see if I can take the belt off the deck. Okay, I found out why the blades are engaged permanently. Either the cable is broken, there is nothing on this blade engagement. There's no tension on the blade engagement. So somehow it's stuck engaged. So I'm going to try to loosen that up. Luckily the engine is not seized. It's the deck that's engaged. Won't allow the engine to turn over. So let me get that apart and we'll see what happens. Okay, I've got the deck freed up. I've got the jumper pack back on it. Let's see if it'll turn over. Get the spark plugs put back in it. I highly doubt that it's going to start on its own, but hey. You got to be careful using an impact to put spark plugs in. Can't wrench down on them. If you're unsure, use a ratchet. I've done this a lot. Alright, so should have enough WD-40 in there to act as a starting fluid. Let's see if it'll kick off. Bad starter. But crank it over a little more. Alright, we'll put the plugs back in and see if that made any kind of difference. I'm going to say no. Alright, let's see if that made any difference. Well. Alright everybody, I didn't film a whole lot after I got rid of the spiders, but I did. Sprayed Raid underneath it and wound up pulling the heads off of it and replacing the starter. Here's the old starter. And still could not get a good rotation out of it. Checked the valve clearance, it was all good. There is no decompression valve on this, so it would not turn over very easily. It did have a bad battery. That's my battery. We got to get one for this, but so there you go. I think it was just sitting a long time, over 5 years. I think closer to probably 8 years. It was sitting, and the deck was froze up on it, so the engine would not turn over. Somebody had been turning on the starter, and it would not crank. So we were able to replace the starter, but the engine still did not want to turn over easily. So I pulled the heads off of it, put some oil, WD-40 in the heads and the piston, cranked it over a bunch of times, loosened all that up, let it really spin over fast. put it back together, and there you go. So I'm naming this lawnmower the Black Widow because of the spider, but it lives again. All right, everybody, thank you for watching Fixing with the Kid. I didn't go into a lot of detail. These are great engines. They're called Opposed Twins. This is a 1999 Opposed Twin Briggs & Stratton, and great engines. They got a few issues, but this one came back, and this was a gifted lawnmower to the person that I'm working on it for, so didn't put a whole lot of money into it, maybe a battery. He's going to try to get a used deck to put on it. If not, he's just going to use it to pull a trailer around with. So yeah, back in business. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great day, and go out and fix something that's broken. It gives you a lot of joy. It does me anyway. All right, talk to you later. Goodbye.